Hello Sagittarius, Elsie here to do your reading for the month of May. How are you, my fire family? Saggies, I'm grateful for you being here. Thank you so much. If you're a person who has just clicked here for the very first time and you've never been here before, thank you for trying Ten of Cups Tarot. We have a beautiful Sagittarius team here. Thank you so much for wanting to be part of that, whether you're cross-watching or whether you're a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So we are here, Sagittarius, to do a reading for the month of May. Thank you if you are my ride or die. If you're here, always in the comments, thumbs up, sharing, subscribing, all of that stuff. I do appreciate you the most. Thank you for carrying this tribe. Today we are going to look at, we're going to take one card, the overall energy for the month, and it's going to be from the Sign of the Times Oracle. I am using the Quantum Oracle. We're going to take 3 cards, one from the beginning, middle, and the end of the month, and then we're going to leave this space here for tarot. We're going to ask advice from the universe about what's going to be going on in the month. For those of you who want to hang around to the end of the reel here, I am going to talk about love. We do have the Lover's Oracle here. We have the Lover's Oracle, and we do have the Soul's Journey Oracle. So we're going to clarify everything with tarot and find out what's going on. Let's figure out what's going on for you, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the month of May 2024. Let's find out what's going on for you, Sagittarius. Tell me what's going on for Sag. Overall for the month is divine guidance. Okay, we also do have hope, the rainbow. So we have card number 33, and 3s are always about growth and like a new journey being close. It's telling me that help's on the way for you if you should need help. And it's also, the 3s are also about past, present, and future. So it feels like everything is about to amalgamate in May. Everything that you learned back there is about to surprise you as a lesson you needed in order to get through the month of May. We have stars, and it feels like you are the star, or it feels like you're at the top of your game, or you will be moving to a different vibration, because the star is always at the top of the tree. I want to say that people are going to see you in a way that they haven't seen you before, Sag, and that you might be getting some attention. Divine guidance is telling me that you're being led, that you're on the right path. 3 and 3 is 6. It's reciprocal energy, and 6s are more about refocusing and encouragement. The universe wants you to let go of control and allow them to give you reciprocal energy and guide you in a way that you need to be guided in order to reach or obtain whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in the month of May. Let's find out. The rainbow, right? Hope. I want to say for some of you, you've been through a really hard cycle. And if that's you, if things have been going wrong or bad, or you've been in a vibration that's been really tough, know that the rainbow's here. And the rainbow only shows up biblically. It always showed up whenever it was the end of a hard cycle, especially after the 40 days, 40 nights of rain, right? So we do have hope. I feel like that card number 6, right? We've got 33 and 6. So we got a couple 6s. I feel like you're about to get some balance, more balance than you ever had, because you're allowing the universe to give you reciprocal energy. That's what it feels like. All right. Tell me about the beginning, the middle of the month, and the end of the month for Sagittarius. The beginning of the month, we have deception. So it does feel like that you may find out about somebody who's not necessarily on your side, or you'll find out a truth, something that's been hiding under the surface. The middle of the month, we do have the status quo, and the end of the month we have the healing light. Okay, so whatever deception is coming up, you are going to heal from that. It feels like you're going to choose it to heal from the inside out. And it also feels like with this blue here, we got this blue orb. The blue is the throat chakra. And I feel like whatever it is that you're learning, you're going to become more confident in saying whatever it is that you need to say. It feels like at the end of the month, you're getting a lot of downloads. We've got a lot of pink and purple here. The pink is the crown chakra. You can see that the sun is shining right on the crown chakra, and we do have some violet energy here, which tells me that your third eye is open. In the middle of the month, I want to say, sometime in the middle of the month, it feels like after this happens that we turn into the status quo, that the cycle opens up for you to, it almost feels like you have a good formula going, and it's about rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, until you can get your footing, until the sun shows up, because the sun is also showing up behind the healing light here. We do have dark thoughts, so maybe with this deception you might be fighting some of these dark thoughts. We'll talk about that. All right. Let's get, we should pull these here. We'll pull some love cards. This is going to happen at the end of this reading. So let's find out what's going on for Sagittarius in love, please. We'll pull these separately for you and clarify them separately. Tell me about Sagittarius in love, please. Tell me about Sag in love. What do we need to know? Just one card for Sag in love, please. Come on now. There we go. We have, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Look, Sagittarius, I'm a Sag rising. I know that this is difficult for you. You tend to give too much of yourself away because you are that. You are the overgiver. And it's only because you have psychic energy. You anticipate the needs of everyone around you. And so it's like telling you in love, it's time to take a step back. It's time to stop asking the universe where your person is. It's time to stop chasing somebody who's trying to leave. Get out of the doorway and stop being the door person. If they want to leave, let them go. I feel like this is a time for you to give to yourself. It's time for you to go within and love the self, it looks like. Tell me what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? We've got death. So for some of you, you may be experiencing the end of a relationship and in the month of May, or maybe you come into the month of May as someone who is single, but we do have death here. It says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, right? And if we don't have the endings, we are, the privilege of having the new beginning is taken away. This death card is about transformation. And so I feel like something is about to transform. I want to say that I feel like there's a Sagittarius who's like, you know what? I'm done chasing you. I'm done chasing you. I'm done anticipating your needs. I'm done figuring out what it is that you need. Now it's time to turn inward to myself and take care of these dark thoughts that I have roaming around here. We have abundance. I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I do believe it's true. Absolutely. We all have the power of manifestation. We have, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So that's why it is so very important to love the self before you love somebody else, to know the self and love the self, because all you're taking with you from this life, so many people get tied up in material things, or they're, I see so many people who can't even walk along the street without looking at their phone. They're so distracted by material things, by the internet, by everything. And I feel like it's important to realize that you need to make memories while you're here with the ones that you love the most, because that is when you're stripped of your body, when you leave this world, all you're taking with you in your energy is the things that you've learned. All right, let's take a look at clarifying a little bit. Tell me about divine guidance, please, in the month of May. Why is the overall month of May going to be divine guidance? Tell me about that for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I feel like if you go within, my friend, I feel like if you go within, you are going to find divine guidance that is going to take you to this place of the star. Now, the star traditionally in tarot is about healing, but it's also about wish fulfillment. So I feel like you're being divinely guided to your wish fulfillment here, Sag. We do have the Three of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Knight of Swords. So I want to say that you are going to be moving away from disappointment, that you are turning your back on disappointment. You are going on a new path. You're about to find people who are going to give you reciprocal energy, right? We have 3-3, which is a 6. You're about to find a new group of people who are going to give you reciprocal energy. It's time for you to stop servicing the people who demand your time, your money, your energy, make you turn your back on the things that are important, friendships, family, in order to service them. It's time to stop doing that. It is not noble. It is not a noble thing to do, Sag, to pour yourself into everyone else. The nobility comes with knowing the self, loving the self, and figuring you out first, so you know that you can build boundaries so people aren't constantly taking from you. But understand that if they're constantly taking for you, stop being mad at them. You're allowing it. You're allowing it, Sag. So you got to stop allowing it, which is hard in itself. So I really do feel what the Knight of Swords is telling me, that you're just going to give people what for. You're going to let them know that you are no longer going to feel guilty about not servicing people around you and making sure everyone else has what they want. I feel like divine guidance tells me that you're looking within and you're going to follow the universe. You're going to follow your source. You're going to pray. You're going to meditate. You're going to do whatever it takes to center the self. And I feel like this person has their back to the Three of Swords. It feels like you're no longer going to have guilt and worry and all of that stuff. People got to be be who they're going to be and do what they're going to do on their own. And you know that now. So the Six of Swords is here. Tells me you're disconnecting from chaos. Whatever the chaos is with the Three of Swords, you're disconnecting from that chaos and you're moving forward to the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is the one that charges in with very clear, concise information, but will also throw it at you all at once and make you sort it out. I feel like you're not apologizing anymore. I feel like you're being very clear with the path that you're on. And I also feel like there is, it's necessary for you to let people know exactly where you're at, because you do intend on disconnecting from this guilt or heartbreak or disappointment. You do intend on disconnecting from that to go to a place that is calmer. And I feel like you do that by expressing yourself through voice, through words. Tell me about deception. Why do we have deception at the beginning of the month for Sag? We have the Three of Cups. Well, isn't that interesting, Sag? I feel like somebody is going to want to have a reunion with you, or is going to invite you out. You might be getting some sort of an invitation to go out to a public place, or some place to be with the people that you know. I want to say, please look at it with a side eye. It feels almost like you will feel like this is deception, that this person doesn't really mean to see you or mean to, I don't know. There's a bit of deception here. Why is that? We've got the World card. It's because somebody who's contacting you is somebody that you've already removed from your energy. It's somebody that you've already closed the door on. You felt that this was a milestone, that you finally are breaking away from maybe a soul tribe, maybe a soul group. Maybe these people party a lot and they want you to come out. But there's deception here. And I feel like you feel that they don't mean well. So I feel like you've already closed the door on this group or this person or somebody who's going to ask you out. And I feel like you've already decided you're moving forward, but I feel like somebody is going to try and come back around. Somebody that you've already closed the door on here, Sag. Tell me more about this. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, it is somebody that you've had a long-term relationship with, or you did have a long-term relationship with. So it does feel here, like with the Ten of Pentacles, that I feel like after you closed the door, you became very abundant. Now, this happens a lot when we get out of relationships, feminine or masculine, that are abusive, right? And it's usually the one who is abusive will carry on immediately to another relationship, but the one who has been hurt, the one who chooses to heal the self, is the person who will go within, be by themselves, try and figure it out. Some people, the way they deal with the end of a relationship is they start giving their energy to everybody to stay ahead of their head crap. I feel like there is a group here that you should be giving the side eye to. Somebody is trying to deceive you by inviting you out or giving you some sort of an invitation to come out and be in a public place. But I feel like you're giving it the side eye because this is somebody that you already ousted from your life. You've closed the door on this chapter, and you've become really abundant since closing the door. But I feel like this person's trying to pull you back into an old vibration. Tell me why the status quo is here for the middle of the month here for Sagittarius. Why do we have the status quo? Status quo is like you worry. I think you probably tell this person no, or you give them the side eye, or you're like, know what? I'm really busy. Business is good. I'm really working. I'm making a lot of pentacles. My pentacle life is busy. Maybe your work is busy or your business is busy. Whatever it is, I feel like you're very involved in your pentacle world and making your coin here, making your bag. And so I feel like the status quo is like you go back to being who you're being. You go back to whatever it is that you're doing that is making you money. But I feel like this Nine of Swords is here because although you've set up the boundary, I feel like you're still in this energy, which is, it's a pattern for you that even though you say no, that maybe sometimes you renege on the no because you feel badly about it. So I'm going to say to you, please don't do that. Don't do the status quo. We have the Five of Wands and we have the King of Cups. You're beating yourself up. The Five of Wands is about the internal struggle. It's like, but maybe they're going to replace me in the soul tribe. Maybe they're going to ask somebody else and never ask me again. And I say to you, so what? You've got the status quo. You've got this Ten of Pentacles energy here, which is keeping you busy. And I feel like you do have good relationships with those people who are cheering you on in the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like with the Five of Wands, it tells me that the King of Cups is here, and it feels like there is an internal struggle about love. Like I feel like you have feelings for these people, or it wouldn't have shown up as the Three of Cups. But I feel like these three cups have become these three swords. It feels like, like you'll go out with these people and maybe, have some fun with them. And then later on, it doesn't feel good anymore. So I feel like you are struggling because there is competition, I feel, for your feelings or for your emotions. It feels like with the Five of Wands and the King of Cups that you're kind of beating yourself up about the past. You're worried how the future is going to look. Am I never going to find any more friends? And I feel like you have these people here, whoever they are. They could be family members that are supporting you, but it feels like you're beating yourself up here because you're like, well, they did invite me. I should have said yes. And like, it feels like that kind of energy here. But the King of Cups energy tells me that you've really worked on yourself a lot, whether you're feminine or masculine. I feel like you're somebody who is emotionally available. Like, you have to see the other side. It's not just the worry of maybe I didn't go, maybe I shouldn't have closed the door, but you've started to prosper since you've closed the door on the deception. These people that you don't trust, that don't mean well, these people who would rather keep you in their vibration than see you prosper. And I want to say that you've worked really hard on the King of Cups energy, that you now are emotionally available. It's like the Nine of Swords is the bit of worry, but then the King of Cups comes here and says, look, Sag, remember who you are. You are loving. You are deeply loving, deeply kind. You just don't show it on the surface anymore because you don't want these people to take advantage of you. And I feel like that's what we're talking about in terms of your healing light. I really do feel like now that you're healed, you're speaking about it, the blue orb, right? You've become enlightened here. And now you're speaking about it. You're not allowing people to take advantage of you anymore, Sag, because you can be an overgiver, right? And we do have the Eight of Wands. We do have the King of Swords, and we do have the Six of Wands. That's what happens, though. When you close the door and turn your back, that's when people come running, because people want you to be addicted to them and their vibration and what they are doing. They want you to vie for their attention, and you're not doing that because you're the King of Cups. You're comfortable with who you are, the depth of who you are. You're comfortable with being stoic on the surface. I'm not going to react to this anymore. I'm just going to stay in my status quo, which is being the King of Cups, feminine or masculine. So we do have the healing energy here. I feel like people start contacting you here. It's like the people from this group are like, oh, Sag isn't going to give to us anymore. Sag isn't going to show up with all the food and all the drink and invite us to their place and water us and feed us. And what's going on with Sag? I feel like as you're in the healing light here and you've been enlightened, that people start contacting you. There's fast moving energy that starts to come at you. But I feel like you're like this with the King of Swords. You're like, no, I don't really have much to say, but give you a bunch of truth. So if you're interested in the truth, I'm going to give you the truth, the honesty. I'm going to be very transparent with you that I'm enlightened and I'm not falling for this crap anymore. It feels like you are going over some sort of a finish line. I want to say that, we're never finished in our healing. We're never finished in being enlightened. But I want to say that the Six of Wands is more like you feeling proud of you. This is a little bit of ego, but I don't think it's ego here. I feel it's proud. Like you're like, I did it. And whatever came to kill me only made me stronger. I did it. I'm now having victory. Now I can speak to people and I don't really have to worry about the fallout or the consequences. Because look, the King of Swords isn't someone who says what they say just to hurt people. This person is committed to the nobility of truth, honesty, justice, and doing the best thing for everyone involved. But I think you're holding up your swords to this Eight of Wands, to these communications that you're getting from these people now that they know that you truly have turned your back. And you're like, no, I'm going for the victory here. You guys, I got to stop you right here. I'm going for the victory, and it only requires my energy and the energy of spirit. I don't require your energy any longer. It's the healing that you've gone through that's gotten you to this point. Let's find out what's going on with the advice from the universe here. Tell me about Sag and the advice from the universe. Tell me about the advice from the universe for the month of May, please. Tell me about the month of May. We do have the Hierophant. Look, you turn into the teacher. You are the Empress. I love it. Oh my gosh. Look at all these. We've got all of these major arcana, so many changes that you are creating in your life. It's because of all of these lessons of wisdom. That's what it is. It's all these lessons of wisdom. Sag, I want to say that you are more attractive than ever. And although I am talking about the outside and the inside, I'm talking about attracting things to you. Like the Empress is the one who's never going to chase anything. You're not going to chase this group of people. You're not going to chase anybody. You've decided that you are the Empress, you are balanced, and you have all of the lessons of all of the queens. This is wisdom. You get this with wisdom. You don't get it just because you're a Taurus or a Libra. You get this with learning lessons, being brave enough to fall and skin your knees and figure out who you are. I know you're a Sagittarius, but Sagittarius can also be the Empress, feminine or masculine. So I want to say that what you've done here by not reacting, but responding to these people who you don't really trust, you know now that they really don't have your best interest at heart, that this has become a lesson that you've learned. For me, when the Hierophant shows up, it's because you've learned a really important lesson that the universe has given to you. It's made you a spiritual teacher. All these lessons that you have with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, all of those wisdoms are right here within you, and you're dealing with everything in a very balanced way. You're no longer reacting, you're responding, right? Because the King of Swords is never going to, boom, react. They're going to think about it, take it away, think about it, and find the right facts. We're going to deal with it like head over heart. And the King of Cups isn't going to react either. The King of Cups is somebody who's going to take it in, feel it with their emotions, figure it out. They're not reactive. They're not going to show it to you on the surface. So I want to say with this World card, this is your milestone. You are learning some beautiful lessons in the month of May, but some of them are going to be really tough because you are the overgiver. You're the one who likes to love and service everyone. And the universe is, with the healing light, is pushing it back on you and saying, are you the Empress or not? Because if you're going to deplete yourself because you're servicing everybody else, Sag, then that is not the milestone. So I feel like somebody here is learning a lesson to be the Empress, and that is the milestone or the achievement. You now can close this door and you can move forward to whatever's coming. And what's coming is healing. So we have the Five of Cups in the reverse, right? Well, no more regrets. I'm not feeling sad about this anymore. I'm going to do what I got to do because the universe has got my back. And if I got to do it on my own, I will do it. I will heal it. All right. I love it. Let's get this out of the way and let's talk about love. For those of you who are still watching, thank you. Let's talk about this here. So it says it's important right now to take a step back. And I feel like that's what your reading was about. Taking a step back, not giving more of yourself to everyone else than you are keeping for you. And it says spend some time alone. And I will tell you that the first 2 years after my divorce, I spent completely alone. I didn't go out with people. Well, I mean, maybe the first year I did, but the year after that and the year that followed, I spent time by myself. I wasn't really going out, being social, being with people. And if I did, it was very, very seldom. So the most of the healing and the learning that you will accumulate is going to come from taking a step back and spending some time alone. It says instead of placing your focus on another, which is your trap, Sagittarius, it's now time to give love to yourself. Let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about death. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And the ending is the World card. We saw it a couple times in your reading. The ending is the World card. And so now you are having these beginnings here. And you might be having some sort of a beginning in love. Tell me about this, please. We have the Ace of Cups. There it is. You are having a beginning in love. And it's new love, Sag. It feels like for those of you who have not experienced a new love lately, I do feel it's a brand new love. The Page of Moons is here. It's the flutters in the belly. It's getting excited. It's the affection you have for someone when you first meet them, getting to know them, dating them. For some of you, you could be doubling down on a relationship that you're already in and you want to take it back and you want to start again, right? The Ace of Cups, right? The moons in this deck are cups. So we have the Ace of Cups here, and I feel like for some of you, you're on a brand new path of love. You're about to meet someone new, someone who I feel is kind of in the same sort of pathway that you are. The Hierophant is here, but you're showing up as the Empress. So I want to say the Hierophant is the one who is a spiritual teacher, and you are becoming a spiritual teacher. In fact, we saw the Hierophant in your read, right? Which means that you are familiar with these lessons. You are familiar with going at it alone, right? Doing things in a solid, slow fashion. And I feel like the person you meet is probably a Taurus. They could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but it feels like there is a some sort of a commitment that's coming here. I feel like it starts slow. It will move really slow. This is Taurus energy, but there is a new path of love that's opening up here because you have decided to end some things that didn't work out for you and pay attention to yourself and become the Empress. You're attracting what you are, which is this Hierophant energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, and so I want to say that there is something that is about to grow in the 3D here, and you're very confident in this connection. This person automatically makes you feel grounded and stable and confident. This person might be an entrepreneur. They could be someone who's a spiritual teacher. Maybe they could be a life coach, something like that. But this person here, I feel they don't have to be Taurus, but it does feel like there's Taurus energy here. I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles that this person is also single, but I do feel that you are single and you are going to meet somebody who's brand new in love. We do have the Lovers. We have the World card again, right? Third time it's shown up for you. And we do have the Two of Swords. So I want to say, it says here, I'm learning that endings are merely new beginnings. You know what your new beginning is bringing? It's bringing the Lovers. It is somebody who's just like you, who mirrors you, somebody who's a deep connection. Here's your soulmate connection. This is your milestone. It's because you had the tenacity to step through this portal in the World card and go to the next level of your vibration that you are being rewarded with this person here. The Two of Swords is telling me that you had to change your mind about something, that it was the end of being stuck. You had to learn this lesson of taking care of you rather than spreading your energy everywhere and having nothing left for you. We do have the Five of Wands. It feels like there is, this person feels like that there is some, they feel like that there is some competition for you because of the level that you've reached here. The Page of Swords tells me that this person might watch you. On the internet, we've got the Page of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. And so they know that you don't need them. They know that you've got your own money, your own house, you're dealing with your own business. It feels like you might be an entrepreneur, you could be, or whatever it is that you're doing as a job, you're doing really well at that, and you don't really need this person. So I think that this person, you allow them to be who they are because you don't really need them, which is like a perfect scenario, right? There's the Two of Cups. It does feel like this is going to be a love relationship. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Sag. I hope all the beautiful things for you in the month of May, my friends. I'm going to go for now, and I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.